The two little theater productions of My Fair Lady are on again. Now, they had been called off last week due to a lack of budget, but this week they're back on because the director of the show, Joe Bob Bixby's decided he's going to use the sets and the costumes from South Pacific. And according to Joe Bob, this is going to be the first production of My Fair Lady ever set in Polynesia. So Joe Bob says you get on out there and get your grass skirts and your Hawaiian shirts and your coconuts and come on out and audition for the show. And this year he's going to do something different. He's going to integrate the show. So if you know of any blacks or Mexican Americans, you have them come on out and audition for the chorus.
When I was about 8 years old, I was taken to the theater with a lot of other little children. We had come to see a production of Peter Pan. I remember, though, that there was something strange about this production. Odd things kept happening. Like, when the children would fly, the ropes would keep breaking, and the actors would come thumping to the ground. And the stagehands would carry them off, and understudies would take their place. There seemed to be a lot of understudies in this show. And then the crocodile that was chasing Captain Hook seemed to be a real crocodile, not an actor at all. And at one point, he fell off the front of the stage, crushing several children in the front row. And some understudies came and took their places. Well, the voice belonged to the actress playing Peter Pan. Now, you remember near the end of the show when Tinkerbell has drank the poison that was intended to kill Peter? Well, Peter turned to us and said, Tinkerbell is going to die because not enough people believe in fairies. But if you all clap real hard to show that you do believe in fairies, maybe then Tinkerbell won't die. Well, we children all started to clap. We clapped loud and long and hard. We clapped so hard, my palms hurt and even started bleeding. I clapped so hard. When we were through, Peter turned to us and said, that wasn't enough. You didn't clap hard enough. Tinkerbell is dead. She stalked off the stage and refused to continue with the play. They finally had to bring the curtain down. We all started to cry. The ushers had to help us up the aisles. We were crying so hard we couldn't see through all our tears. It really changed my view of life. It certainly turned me against theater. But what's more, it's warped my sense of values. I mean, what's the use of trying if Tinkerbell's just going to die?
I've got to be brave. Gold City is counting on me. That's why they elected me sheriff. Well, that and the fact that Desperate Billy shot all the other candidates dead. Billy always had an alibi. He could always prove he was shooting someone else in Dodge City at the time. All right, Desperate Billy. I'm not going to allow your kind here in Gold City. You'll come down here this main street this afternoon at high noon, and you'll meet me like. You'll come down this main street here at noon, and you'll, excuse me, lightning tape. You'll meet me, lightning tape, fastest draw west of the Pecos. I draw so fast and shoot so fast, shot 3 pairs of boots on my own feet because I can't get out the way quick enough. On 10. 1, 2, 3. Only in live theater. Bang! I had to do it, Billy. I had to do it. See, to you, me, and you and me. I'm not forgetting how you love all them girls. Not
forgetting how you stole my one true love from me, my Betty Lou. Nor how you stole my other true love from me, my Nancy Ann. Nor how you stole any of my other one true loves from me, like my Bridget Liz and my Wendy Mary. Roy Rogers, watch it.
You know, the whole world could go up in smoke tomorrow and I wouldn't care. There was a time in my life when it was so tough, well, the holes in my socks, I could put them on from either end. Well, I was raised in East New York. My mother, my father, 11 kids in 1.5 rooms. We had 2 beds and a cot. Hey, you take a number off the wall to go to bed. Well, that was my dad. He had a bad heart, bad liver, bad kidneys. He was a piano mover. And the clothes he wore, whatever my mom brought home. Sometimes torn curtains she found in the street. Can you imagine that? Kid from East New York wearing curtains? Christ, the fairies used to beat me up. Well, through all those years of scrimping and saving, there was a time, all 11 of us, whooping cough. My mother nursed us on skates. 11 kids vomiting simultaneously in 1.5 rooms. Well, in 1942, I bought the Schreiber Corrugated Box Company with $6,000 my mother had saved. First 6 months, I lost the $6,000. Well, all of a sudden, though, the money began to pour in. From nowhere. From everywhere. I couldn't find banks fast enough to keep it in. Well, my mother never got to share in my success. On the day I made my first million, she died in the BMT subway. Her last words to the conductor, if the God had meant me to live, I would have been on the bus today.
Marcia, you can show in the next patient, please. Hello, would you like to begin? Did I show you this drawing? It was drawn by an emotionally disturbed 3-year-old. His parents beat him every morning after breakfast. You know, orange juice, toast, special care. See the point I'm making? The point is, when a porpoise first comes to me, it's often immediately clear. Did I say porpoise? What word do I want? Porpoise, pompous, pom-pom, paparazzi, polyester, polywog, oxen-free, patient. I'm sorry, I mean patient. I get this when I forget what I'm saying. Well, we'll just have to forge on. I feel you're getting so much more emotionally responsive since you've been in therapy. I'm proud of you. You know, life can be difficult. I know when I met the second Mrs. Wallace, you know, it's strange. All of my wives have had the same surname of Wallace. This has been a theme in my own analysis. Anyway, when I met the second Mrs. Wallace, I got this filing cabinet caught in my throat. I don't mean filing cabinet. What do I mean? Filing cabinet, frog's legs, faculty wives, frankincense, flatulence, folie bergère, falling fork, fish fork, a fishbone. I got a fishbone caught in my throat. Anyway, we got married and we had quite a wonderful relationship for a time, but then she met this fishwife and we broke up. I don't mean fishwife, I mean waiter. Is that a word, waiter? I think I'm taking up too much of your session. I'll knock a few dollars off the bill. I've told you about Equus, haven't I? That doctor, Dr. Dysart, with whom I greatly identify, saw that it was better to risk madness into blind horses with a metal spike than to be safe and conventional and dull. Equus, nay! Who's Dr. Dysart? I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else for this entire session. You're not Thomas Norton. Oh, yes, it all comes back to me now. Well, I'm very sorry. I guess I'll see you next week. Marcia, would you send in the next porpoise, please? Oh, no, wait, I don't mean porpoise. I mean pony, parka, Pekingese, Peter Principal. No, not that. Marcia, I'll buzz you back when I think of it.